Chapter 1. From Abacus to Smartphones. Tech Surf. In this chapter we will learn early calculating devices, the first electronic computer, generations of computers, types of computers, characteristics of computers, latest technological developments. Computer is one of the greatest inventions of mankind. Computers play an important role in our everyday life. They have evolved over a period of time. In this chapter, we will explore the fascinating journey of how computing devices have evolved over centuries. From the simple abacus to the powerful smartphones we use today, you will discover the key milestones that shaped the world of technology. The concept of counting started with the evolution of human beings. Since ancient times, people have invented tools for calculations. Early man tied knots in a rope and carved marks on clays to keep records. They also used to count with the help of stones, sticks, pebbles, bones, fingers, toes, etc., and store information by marking on walls, rocks, etc. Bones, stones, sticks, fingers. Let us trace the evolution of computers by learning about the early calculating devices. Early calculating devices, Abacus. Abacus was the first counting device invented about 5,000 years ago by the Chinese. It consists of a wooden rack with rows of beads. Calculations were made by sliding the beads on the rack to the left or to the right. Simple calculations like addition and subtraction were performed using abacus. Napier's bones. Napier's bones is also called Napier's rods. It was invented by Scottish mathematician John Napier in 1616. The device is a set of rectangular rods marked with numbers on them. In this computing device, the placement of sticks is done in such a way that the product and quotient of large numbers can be obtained easily. Pascaline. In 1642, a French mathematician named Blaise Pascal invented the mechanical calculator known as Pascaline that used moving parts such as gears to add and subtract. This device used a series of tooth wheels. Leibniz step reckoner. In 1672, the German mathematician-philosopher named Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz designed a calculating machine called the step reckoner. It expanded on Pascal's ideas and did multiplication by repeated addition and shifting. Tech Insights. Charles Babbage designed the first automatic calculating engine called the difference engine in the 1800s. It could perform complex mathematical calculations. Analytical engine. Analytical engine is known as the world's first special-purpose mechanical computer and sets the blueprint for the modern computer. It was designed by famous English mathematician named Charles Babbage in 1833. Charles used brass gears to build the analytical engine. It was not electric, it was the first steam-powered computer. Tech Insights. Herman Hollerith, an army engineer, built a machine called the tabulating machine in 1890 which read and stored data from punched cards. Later in 1924, his company became a part of International Business Machines, IBM, Corporation. The first electronic computer, ENIAC. John Mauchly and John Presper Eckert together built the first successful electronic digital computer known as ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was made operational in 1946. ENIAC was the first electronic computer which was used for general purposes like solving numerical problems. The first task done by ENIAC was performing calculations for the manufacturing of a hydrogen bomb. UNIVAC. In 1951, John Mauchly and John Presper Eckert developed another successful computer known as UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. The UNIVAC is the first computer which can handle both alphabetic and numerical data to reach full-scale operation. So far, its operating record and a review of the types of problems to which it has been applied provide an interesting milestone in the ever-widening field of electronic digital computers. Tech Insights. Lady Ada Lovelace was the first to introduce the concept of programming. She is known as the first computer programmer. Personal computer. In 1981, IBM introduced its first personal computer, PC, and in 1984, they introduced the advanced version called PCAT, Personal Computer Advanced. Technology. These computers were smaller in size, faster in speed, more accurate and reliable. There are several types of personal computers available nowadays. Desktop computer, laptop computer and tablet computer are some of its examples. Generations of computers. Generation means the production or creation of something. In terms of computer, it implies significant development and growth in computer technology. After these early calculating machines, the present computer took its shape in 5 generations. The development of computer technology took place in 5 distinct phases called computer generations. The different computer generations are categorized according to their technology and features. First generation, the period 1940 to 1956, roughly considered as the period of the first generation of computers. The first generation computers were developed by using vacuum tube or thermionic valve machine. The input of this system was based on punched cards and paper tape, however, the output was displayed on printouts. The first generation computers worked on binary coded concept, that is, language of 0 to 1. Examples: ENIAC, EDVAC, EDSAC, UNIVAC I and Mark I. Tech Insights. In 1944, Professor Howard Aiken built the first electromechanical computer named Mark I. Second generation. The period 1956 to 1963 is roughly considered as the period of the second generation of computers. The second generation computers were developed by using transistor technology. In comparison to the first generation, the second generation computers were smaller and faster. The programming languages COBOL and Fortran were used at this time. Examples: UNIVAC 3, IBM 1401, IBM 700 and NCR 300 series. Third generation, the period 1963 to 1971 is roughly considered as the period of the third generation of computers. The third generation computers were developed by using the integrated circuits (IC) technology. They were faster, efficient and cheaper than the second generation computers. The third generation computers were smaller in size. They consumed less power and also generated less heat. They used operating system, allowing many different applications to run at the same time. Examples: IBM 360, ICL 1900, UNIVAC 1108 and UNIVAC AC 9000. Fourth generation, the period 1970 to 2010 is roughly considered as the period of the fourth generation of computers. The fourth generation computers were developed by using microprocessor technology. They are smaller, energy efficient, faster, accurate and more reliable than earlier generation of computers. They are extremely powerful and can process millions of instructions in a fraction of a second. The storage capacity is very large. Examples: IBM PC, 1981, and Apple Macintosh, 1984. Tech Insights: microprocessors were developed by combining together thousands of ICs onto a single silicon chip using VLSI, very large-scale integration, and ULSI, ultra-large-scale integration, technology. Intel introduced the Intel 4004, the first microprocessor, in 1971. In 1983, IBM introduced the PC XT, which had more memory and space. In 1985, Microsoft released the first version of Microsoft Windows. Fifth generation. The period from 2010 to date is roughly considered as the period of the fifth generation of computers. The computers of the fifth generation have high capability and large memory capacity, faster and multitasking. The fifth generation computers have the power of human intelligence and reasoning. This generation of computers is able to understand natural language and respond using different sensors. Some of the popular advanced technologies of the fifth generation include artificial intelligence, quantum computation, nanotechnology, parallel processing, etc. Examples: robots and humanoids. Tech Insights: Apple has recently announced Apple Intelligence, a new feature set for iOS 18.1 and other platforms, enhancing Siri's capabilities and integrating advanced AI tools while prioritizing user privacy. The key features include on-device processing, improved writing tools with ChatGPT integration and smarter photo enhancements, all designed to provide more personalized experience. Types of computers. Computers can be broadly classified by their speed and computing power. Let's have a look at various types of computers along with their specifications. Type. Specifications. PC, personal computer. It is a single-user computer system having moderately powerful microprocessor. Workstation. It is also a single-user computer system, similar to personal computer, however, has a more powerful microprocessor. Mini computer. It is a multi-user computer system, capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Mainframe. It is a multi-user computer system, capable of supporting hundreds of users simultaneously. Software technology is different from mini-computer. Supercomputer. It is an extremely fast computer which can execute millions of instructions per second. Characteristics of computers. Computer makes human life faster because of its incredible speed, accuracy and storage with which human can save anything and search it out easily as and when required. A computer has certain characteristics that make it different from other machines. They are as follows. Speed. All the operations can be performed very fast just because of its speed, elsewise it takes a long time to perform the task. Versatility. Multitasking is one of the major advantages of computer. Person can perform multiple tasks, multiple operation, calculate numerical problems within few seconds. Computer can perform trillions of instructions per second. Accuracy. One of the root advantages of a computer is that it can perform not only calculations but also with accuracy. Diligence. a computer does not get tired. It can keep working for long hours and can do the same work repeatedly with accuracy and speed. Data security. Protecting digital data is known as data security. Computer provides security from destructive forces and from unwanted actions performed by unauthorized users like cyber attack or access attack. Connectivity. Computers all over the world have been connected to form a global network called the Internet. This has enabled people to communicate and search for information easily. High storage. It is a low-cost solution. User can save huge data within a low budget. Centralized database of storing information is a major advantage that can reduce cost. Latest technological developments. Wearable technology. From watches to rings, we are in the midst of an electronic wearable revolution. Wearable gadgets are the latest buzzword in the field of technology. Most of the wearable gadgets available nowadays are wrist-worn, but there are others that can be hung around the neck or can be worn as a piece of jewelry. Following are some of the most popular gadgets in this category. Smartwatches. Smartwatches can be connected with smartphones and keep us updated with notifications and messages. We can make calls, send message, read news and listen to music using a smartwatch. They may also include functions of fitness trackers. Example, Apple Watch. Fitness trackers. Fitness trackers are wristbands or watches that keep account of the number of steps we take each day and the calories we burn. Some may also monitor physical activity and vital signs followed with parameters such as pulse rate and heart rate. Example, Fitbit. Apple Air Vision Pro. Apple Air Vision Pro is a revolutionary spatial computing wearable headset that seamlessly blends digital content with the physical world. It is the first 3D camera that can capture magical spatial photos and videos in 3D. Humane AI Pin. The Humane AI Pin is a wearable device which uses sensors and artificial intelligence. It is shaped like a black pill, with a camera and projector raised at an angle. It is designed to be independent from smartphones and prioritize privacy. Artificial intelligence and machine learning, AI and ML. Today AI and ML are the most accelerators of every aspect. A lot of developments are happening which has led to the development of improved technology used in chatbots, voice-based assistants, Siri, Alexa, etc., and robots. AI-driven platforms have been bound to automate their business and develop at breakneck speed. Tech Insights. The Rabbit R1 is an AI-powered gadget and your new pocket companion that can use your apps for you. Powered by a large action model, R1 isn't just a chatbot, it's a device for doing almost anything potentially. It is a palm-sized, bright orange AI assistant that is designed to take actions on behalf of its user, even where those actions involve multiple or complex steps. The device is standalone and does not need to be connected to a smartphone to function. It envisions a natural language-centered approach. It is to break away from the app-based operating system currently used by smartphones. Action Hub. A chatbot is a computer program that automates selected tasks by chatting with a user through a conversational interface. Highly advanced bots are powered by AI, constantly learning from user requests and improving its knowledge base with each interaction. Prepare a chatbot script which outlines sequences of conversational messages to drift your small business. Data vault. Computers have evolved over a period of time. Abacus was the first counting device invented about 5,000 years ago by the Chinese. Blaise Pascal invented a mechanical calculator known as Pascaline that used moving parts such as gears to add and subtract. Analytical engine is known as the world's first special-purpose mechanical computer. The first task done by ENIAC was performing calculations. IBM introduced the first personal computer in 1981. The development of computer technology took place in 5 distinct phases called computer generations. Speed, versatility, high storage, diligence, accuracy, data security and connectivity are the certain characteristics of a computer. AI-driven platforms have been bound to automate their business and develop at breakneck speed. Tech bytes. Transistor, a basic electrical component that alters the flow of electrical current. Integrated circuits, ICs, a collection of many electronic components fabricated on a small piece of semiconductor material. Microprocessor, an electronic component that is used by a computer to do work. Data security, protecting digital data. Artificial intelligence, AI, a branch of computer science that deals with making the computers think and take smart decisions.